Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the crew. How is everyone? Let's get this music turned off. Get everything set. How's the volume? My sound okay? Does everything sound all right? Let's see who we got here tonight. I see everybody. Did you like seeing Suzuki, the kitty cat, in the um in the countdown? I figured it was 50-50 chance on whether or not she'd behave and stay still, but since she climbed up there right before I started, I decided to real quick make a scene for her with the countdown. And she played it off really good. So let's see who we got here tonight. Um, Before we do jump into that, just real quick, I'll tell you the few things subjects I want to try to get to tonight. I want to talk to you about something I'm calling the Astroturf tribe phenomenon. I'll tell you what that means. I'm going to tell you about a little bit of a rearranged programming schedule. And I want to talk about a modest proposal I have for you. I want to talk about the Lord of the Rings 25th movie anniversary. And I relocated my online store, which none of you will even notice, but I will tell you about it because it may be helpful to some of you who are thinking about doing something with it. I'll talk to you about what I did on Saturday. I will tell you about a cool feature I found in VidIQ, which I think is new. I'll show you that. And I am going to, maybe, if there's time, I might do a product review of my hiking boots. I thought that might be fun to just talk about something I use a lot. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. The channel's nowhere near big enough to being sponsored, but I thought it might be fun to do a product review on the boots I wear every time I go out. So let's see who's in the chat. Allie G is here, fresh from her time with DG Outdoors. She did a collaborative two-person live stream. YouTube's made it really easy, haven't they? To allow people on their phone with vertical video side by side to jump in and do a two-person live stream. So that's really cool. Looks like it was pretty easy to do and set up. I had a good time watching both of you. So you guys see a fancy membership star next to your name because you're members. We had that flurry of memberships. 15 people became members last week. I think 3 of you decided to splurge and buy memberships. I'm curious. You guys can ask me a question. If you go in and buy 5 memberships as gifts, is it just random who that goes to? Or do you pick who it goes to? I was trying to figure out if there was some logic to who was chosen to be members and who wasn't. I just assumed maybe that was random or something. Put in the chat. Let me know. Debbie Sue is here. Everybody's saying hi to Debbie Sue, which is awesome. Mr. Adventure Sparks is here. Fresh, I bet, fresh from visiting yet another protest, hanging out at the protests over there, scaring poor Sally every time you go. She gets so nervous. Debbie Sue is here. Are you staying inside, staying warm? I hope you're doing well, ma'am. Hope everybody's good. Dan is here up in Canada. You guys are getting snowed in. But speaking of getting snowed in, I don't know if you guys are watching the news, but man, a blast of ice is headed all across the northern part of the southern states, right across the line, Dixie line. They're calling for a couple inches of ice, which would be really bad for the power grid, knock down power lines and trees and everything. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's be praying against that ahead of time. Pretty bad. That would be terrible. Let's see. My dad's here. Hey there. I saw you in the chat saying hi to everybody. That is very good. And Pearlman is here. I saw you over at Daniel's live stream as well. That was kind of cool, wasn't it, at the very end when they decided to do a giveaway? And a new subscriber had just dropped in. His name was Creek Seeker Fisher Guy. I went and looked at his channel afterwards. Pretty nice guy. Looks like he does a lot of crawdad fishing and stuff like that. CL is here saying hi to everybody and saying hi to Suzuki. CL, hope you were here in time. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were here to see in time to see Suzuki chilling over here. Looks like she's decided it's nap time. Better not. I'm going to get my hand clawed apart, right? You were starting to jam out to the music, right? That's cool. And you like the music as well. That's good to know. And the volume is good. Excellent. Is there a reason the backlight in your bookcase is off? It's not off. It's on. The light inside the bookcase is on. I'm just in front of it. So that's the reason it is on. Review the smack out of those shoes. I will. I'll talk about them right at the end. Yeah, I just clicked the link he sent, so it was easy to get into that two-person live stream. Of course, when I do it, I make it all difficult and fancy and everything with Zoom and two-person setup. And look, this could be you. I've got a waiting spot here for whoever we're going to have as our next guest. All you have to be able to do is Zoom. Mike, I was thinking Mike's Adventure Sparks would be pretty cool to have you on sometime. If you're ever interested in doing a live stream guest with me, that'd be pretty cool. But did you decide to get up? Let me know, Mike, if you're interested in that. Lori's in the house. Of course she is. Lori, I think I have seen you at least 4 live streams today, right? I'm trying to remember all of them. I saw you at Catherine's. I think you were at Sally's. Daniel's, for sure. And maybe that's all of them. I thought there was 4. I have expanded the size of this window, if you notice. I had previously, here I think I can show you. I had previously been showing you a scene that looked like, oh, do I still have it? I don't know if I saved it. It had me in a window, in a sub window, kind of like this old trail news window, like that. I was in a smaller window with a background, right? But now I've decided, what the heck, I'm just going to go full screen with it. Maybe makes a little bit better look, because a lot of people watch on TVs and a lot of people watch on phones. And so maybe this will look better. You guys got to let me know. Mike is here. Allie is here. Pearl, and I think I've said hi to everybody. Let me just scroll down. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the memberships. I don't think I can from my phone. Maybe not. It depends. At the bottom of the comments field where you type your comments, there's a little $ icon, and that's where you do that. I have a free subscription notification that took me to a channel I never seen. Oh, that's weird. Daniel made it. Hey there, buddy. I just was talking about your live stream. You probably heard me already. Good to see you here. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I got off subject, and now I don't remember what you don't want and what nobody got time for, but that's okay. Oh, the ice. We don't want it. The storm. Yeah, that's going to be a bad storm, guys. I'm hoping. Let's all pray that don't happen, or pray that it's safe and nobody gets hurt. Today is the 1-year anniversary of last year's crazy Florida snowstorm. Well, happy anniversary. And today is the 6-month anniversary of the first time I went live stream as Escaping the Suburbs. I had done a few live streams from my camera from weird places back when I was making motorcycle videos. Sort of seemed to be a tradition that we would go out riding bikes on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and we would do some live streams from some interesting towns. But those don't really count because they were like 10 minutes long. Nobody ever joined, nobody ever watched them, and there was no comments. So this is the 6-month anniversary of the Wednesday night live stream, and I haven't missed a single Wednesday night. 6 months. Did I say 6 weeks? 6 months of the weekly live stream without missing a single one, guys. And I think back to the first ones, the first few of them, I was doing like read through the comments section, just trying to think of things to talk about. Talking about videos that had come out. I had just recently changed what the channel's about. So let's read through the comments and see who's commented on videos and stuff like that. There was like only 3 people watching. It was John, it was my dad, and Monica. Remember Monica? Yeah. In fact, Mike was watching the collaboration video, the interview video I did with Monica, the Nomad. What was her channel called? The Nomad? Can't remember. I can't remember Oh well. Anyway, she's taking a break from YouTube. Yeah, that live stream you did with Allie was I had a blast watching, and I'd imagine it was super fun for you guys as well. That was great. Very cool. I'm an inspiration. No, you're an inspiration. You had sleet but no snow that year. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, 6 months. Pretty neat. That's pretty cool. All right. So, hey, let me tell you about this thing I'm calling the Astroturf tribe phenomenon. So I had a conversation with Sally yesterday morning, Sally D's reality, and I was kind of just walking her through a few different things you can do in YouTube, ways to open up like revenue streams, basically ways for people to show appreciation and ways for people to support her channel, because she had made a comment, and I think this was on Lori's live stream. She had made a comment that said, I can't wait to get monetized so I can open my online store, because she has like a logo and she wants to do stickers and mugs and stuff. And I told her, you don't have to be monetized to do a store. So I had a Zoom call with her yesterday morning, just kind of walking her through the different ways I know of. It wasn't like a coaching call. It's not like I'm doing these coaching calls to charge anybody anything. I just wanted to help her out, sort of like the way I've talked to Lori online and showed her a few tricks and tips that I know. And Sally's got this phrase that she uses, the core tribe, to refer to the people who are regulars in multiple of our live streams, right? So people who hang out in Sally's live stream and hang out on Mike's live stream and go to Lori's live stream, and you show up in Daniel's live stream and you come over to my live stream, and then you hang out at 3 in the afternoon. Our time is like 9 in the morning or something for Catherine in New Zealand. Sally calls that the core tribe. But I'm thinking about something called the Astroturf tribe. Now, Astroturf is a term that is used. You guys know what grassroots support is? Like real support that really grows up around a community, and it's real people, and it's an honest, usually low budget support that grows up around a cause or a community. That's called grassroots support, right? Like politicians will say, these are my grassroots supporters, people who really care about their issue or something, right? Or a sports team has their grassroots support. That's the people who live right there in the community around the stadium. That's their grassroots, right? Well, Astroturf is fake grass, isn't it? Astroturf is the fake turf that they put in dome stadiums, right? Started at the Houston Astros stadium, the Astrodome, which is why it's called Astroturf. But it's fake grass. And Astroturf refers to fake grassroots support. It's false support. A lot of times it's paid shills. A lot of influencers will buy fake support and fake subscribers, and they'll Astroturf pretend supporters to bump up their numbers and stuff. This isn't exactly that, but it's in the same neighborhood. See, I've noticed this phenomenon of people subscribing in other people's live streams to be nice and to be help. Like you meet somebody in a live stream in the chat or the comments, and you say, oh, I subscribed to your channel. Hope that helps. Well, Rob talked about this. Rob the Maritimer talked about this in his live stream and in his video that came out Monday. I think someone subscribing to your channel is only helpful if they're actually interested in your niche or the topic of your channel. A subscriber to your channel is only helpful and useful if they actually care about your channel and they're going to watch your videos, because you don't want an Astroturf core tribe. I'm grateful, right, for the authentic, true blue community here. I love seeing it expand into other channels. I love seeing the true friendships that we have inside of these multiple communities. That's a real core tribe, and it's not fake. But I just want to caution anybody on the chat who has your own channel. If somebody says I subscribe to you and they're just trying to be friendly and just trying to help you, I'm going to shut my other laptop lid. I hope this doesn't break anything when I do this. There we go. What's good? What's the good of having a subscriber who doesn't watch your channel? It actually tells YouTube, wow, this person's so bad. This person's so bad. Even his subscribers doesn't watch his channel. That can't be good. It can't be good for YouTube to get the message that your videos are so bad even your subscribers don't like them, right? So, hey, I've got big news. Huge news. I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but Allie just hit us with the super chat. Allie just hit us with the super chat. Super chat, $2. Membership alert. What's the membership alert? Did somebody become a member and I missed it? You know what I need to do is I need to bring up the other window. I've got my Ecamm Live window here. Let me bring that up because it's actually useful, I think, to have that available for me to see the actual real today at this moment live chat. Kind of makes a difference. Yeah. Looks like Perlman did it. Oh my goodness. Perlman, see, it doesn't show up in the app I have, so I have to kind of keep this thing handy where I can see it. Perlman did it. Oh my gravy. New members. New members. Perlman, let me scroll back and find that. Okay, hold on. Let me find that. Perlman, what did you do? You sent out memberships. Oh my gravy. Perlman gifted 5 Escaping the Suburbs with Scott memberships. That's awesome. And looks like Sally D got one. Sally, are you in the chat? I'm so glad to see you here. And Wounds to Wisdom is here. Now, don't tell me. Hold on. Wounds to Wisdom. You told me your name. What is your name? Brains clicking. Computing. What was your name? Wounds to Wisdom. Dag nabbit. I can't remember. You're going to have to tell me what your name was again. I can't remember. You had heard from Monica. Okay, good. Yeah, about Christmas time. Yeah, the time difference. Warp Space received a gift membership. Dennis Lewis received a gift membership. Yeah, she's sweet. We all miss her. Well, thank you, Perlman. That was very kind of you. And I'm curious if you can tell me, does it let you pick who those go to? And if you picked those, why did you pick those? Leave me a comment and let me know. And that was very nice of you. Let's take a look at the comments section here. But going back to that, just to wrap up on that AstroTurf thing, right? That's funny. Have you guys seen that in the wild? Have you seen that? Somebody saying, I want to subscribe to your channel, but they don't ever go watch it, don't ever go look at it. I don't know if that's really helpful. Do you agree with me that uninterested subscribers are either pointless or even a negative? I don't know. You tell me. Cool. Well, thank you, Allie, for the $2 super chat to get my attention. So I saw the membership alert. That's really cool. And the Traveling Whitcombs are here with their pretty little baby Charlotte making her on-camera debut. How nice. Hi, Logan. Welcome home. Where's your friend Kyle?
He's coming.
He's here too?
He's coming.
Logan is transporting, my son Logan is transporting his friend Kyle's drums into his room for a little while. So I guess we're going to have the sound of drums in my house for a little while there. Looks like Allie agrees with me. Yep, all the cool kids are here. We all fall into this wanting to help each other out. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. That's a good point. We're trying to help each other out, but you want subscribers. You want the subscribers who care. Hey, Tyler, glad you made it. Good to see you in here, buddy. How's it going? And I see Granny's here. Hello, Granny. You just want the key to keep getting subs. You want the key to build subscribers, right? I'll tell you what it is. Keep making videos. Tyler and I were having a nice conversation. I think it was this morning, but maybe that was yesterday. You have to remind me, Tyler. I think it was today. I don't think you made a video in like 11 days. 11 days gone by without a video coming out. The secret, in my opinion, the secret to gaining subscribers is putting out videos. And the secret to putting out videos is making videos. And they don't have to be awesome. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be amazing. They don't have to be long. They don't have to be short. But they got to be a video, and it's got to be published, and it's got to be put out. So I'm not, I'm the last guy to be giving you advice on how to grow a YouTube channel. Everybody knows I don't know how to do it. But you got to put out videos because you're going to get subscribers. Every time you put out a video, it's going to result in some subscribers. So put out videos. Yeah, 5 more members. That is awesome. Hey, Granny. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, Perlman did it. Exactly. Yeah, thanks a lot. I love seeing everybody say hi to each other. Hi, Granny. Hi there. I'm not going to click on every single one of them. Hello. Hi, Debbie Sue. Hi, Granny. Okay, Perlman's got the answer. It's random. So you buy 5 memberships for $5. YouTube keeps, I think, $2. They give me $3. And 5 people are randomly assigned memberships. Awesome. Well, the cool thing for you new members is you can go, here, let me show you. Let's go to my Google Chrome. Let's get off of that screen because that would be confusing. If you go to, here, I don't like this dark mode sometimes. When I'm in dark mode, it makes the browser look weird. So let's just turn that off for a second. Let's go to my main Escaping the Suburbs page. You'll see these tabs across here, and here's the membership tab. And when you click on membership, you'll see a whole bunch of posts that are just for you. Just for you. Look at this highlighted content just for members. Videos that only members can see. Members only videos. Boy, that's an old one. I got a big beard in that one. And it's also got members only posts like these behind the scenes videos I've made for you guys about behind the scenes making my videos. And there's members only posts where I send my messages to y'all, members only for you to see. So be sure, if you're a member, if you're one of the new members especially, be sure you get in there and take a chance to look at the members tab. And if you didn't get a randomly assigned free membership courtesy of Perlman, well, it's only $1 a month. If you want one, you can go to the Join tab on the YouTube channel and click it and opt yourself in for $1. Let me get back to that screen where I can see all the chats. Okay, good. Awesome. Make sure I'm not missing anything super cool. Oh, I also sent out stickers and magnets to 3 of you who filled out my little form and said you wanted. I hope that most of you have got it. I did hear from my dad that he got his stickers and magnets, but Allie and Debbie Sue, your magnets should be getting here real soon if you haven't already got them. Let me know in the chat if you did, though. And Tyler responds to me, well, I got a new nice long survival camp video coming out this Friday. All right, 2 days till we get a new nice long survival camp video. Is that from your camping trip last weekend, Tyler? Did you finish editing that video and it's ready to go? Because that is awesome. If that's the case, if you buy memberships for people, do they charge the buyer every month? No, I believe if you buy it for them, it gifts them for 1 month. So you get charged $5 for 5 people, or however many people you decide you want to do, and it gives them the gift membership for 1 month. I have received gift memberships in the past for other channels. And hi, Kyle. How you doing?
All right, man.
Gonna make Logan play drums?
I'm not gonna make him.
He said, I'm not going to make him do anything. So to answer your question, no, the memberships are only for a month. The gift ones only last for a month and then they expire. So Allie goes, wait, let me go out and check the mail. And Debbie Sue hasn't got hers yet up in Virginia, but that's okay. All right, cool. All right, well, that's good. Everybody keep an eye out for the stickers. And if you want stickers, I have a link in my description to a form you can fill out where you can just tell me where to send it, and I will send you for free magnets and stickers. And you can rep the channel. Hey, let's do a quick review of the awesome comments that we've had from our videos this week. Something just to celebrate 6 months. Let's go back and do that again. Let's take a look at our community tab. And let's just see here. We've got a few comments even from... Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. I'm live streaming. You better not be hurting yourself on my live stream. I'll get demonetized. Oh. Hey, Logan, take a look around for Kitty Cat because she jumped down.
Yeah, I got you.
With the doors open.
Put it in the kitchen.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Muddy Puddles Farm says, thank you for sharing. I hadn't heard of that book, talking about the Scott Adams book I've posted on. You guys remember these videos with the red stripes right here are our live stream replays. So there will be clips from tonight's live stream that'll come out next Wednesday morning as a replay and a reminder. Hi-Fi Cabin, I think everybody remembers Hi-Fi Cabin. We talked about his channel last week, his building a hi-fi shack. That's very cool. Granny's like one of our top commenters. Between Granny and Allie, they're in a contest to see who can comment on the most shorts. Like, for example, sometimes Granny just says hello. Mike said, interesting. This is watching one of my old Everglades camping videos, and I'm actually going to do a new video about camping in the Everglades pretty soon. So watch for that. Here's a comment where Allie used her membership-only custom emoji. Here's Dan making a good comment here, talking about the Evening with Outdoor Tennessean video. Dan's channel, you guys got to go check it out, Winging It in the Woods. If you haven't ever visited Winging in the Woods, he's got a really cool set of videos about living up there in Canada and dealing with all the snow and using his side-by-side as a snow plow, stuff like that. Very cool. CL with her custom trademarked wave and heart emoji. Allie G the Hawk talking about that video where I saw the bird catch the fish out of the water. Right? Trekking with Deb and Mike, good to see you. I love it when they drop in and say hi from their travels. And Daniel made a comment on my caption this photo picture. He said the caption is, obey the rules. Here's Be Strong Like a Grizzly. Everybody loves Grizzly up there, making her camping site up there in Alaska, right? And there's Fishing with Allie G again. Is there anybody else's comments I'm missing over here? I think that goes back a couple days. There's Lori, and here's Brian from Fun in Nature, right? Brian and Tiffany, everybody remembers them. They drop in on the live streams all the time. Super nice folks. Here's Robbie from Living Life in the Lockyer over in Australia. He's got a great channel geared towards retirees and financial advice for retirees. It's a lot of it is geared towards folks in Australia and their laws. Cool. And here's our friend, the homeschool time, aka Army Medic. So that's a nice little visit down memory lane there in our comment section. So let's just check in on the more recent chat now and see if I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not missing anything cool in the live chat. I should be looking at that. Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, Allie got out to the mailbox and she got her stickers and magnets. Awesome. Don't make the mistake my dad did. Make sure you see that it's probably, I think it is, 2 magnets, but they can be stuck together and it could look like it's only 1 magnet. So you should have 2 magnets in there, ma'am. Let's see. Yeah, Taylor's got a video coming out. Very cool. That is awesome. You don't jibber jabber, you just rimble ramble. That's all it is. Hey, always happy to do shout outs, man. I just like shout outs because I like talking about channels that I like watching. I keep telling you guys about this channel called they're huge, millions and millions of subscribers. Jet Lag, the game. I was telling my dad about that channel because they play hide and go seek across a country on the train system. And episode 5 just came out. They come out on Wednesdays, and they're in Scotland. And everybody loves Scotland because it is the best country. So I told my dad, go watch Jet Lag the game. They're in Scotland, and it's super cool. So I do shout outs like that for stuff that channels that I enjoy. You have a Netflix production coming out Sunday at noon. Really? You have a production coming out on Netflix? Wow. Well, I canceled Netflix a little while back, but those of you who still have Netflix, go watch Netflix Sunday at noon and then let us know. And also go to Winging It in the Woods' channel and leave them a comment and let you know. Yeah, you got a cool magnet for your thread. Yep, cool magnet for the fridge. You got 2 of them and 2 stickers. Absolutely. Yeah. I have the notification button on all, so I see all your video posts. Cool. I was just about to remind them of the magnet sticking together. Thanks for anticipating me and telling them. Yep. If you get the magnets from me, you want to make sure you're not stuck together and you think you only got 1, right? Hey, quick update on my programming schedule. This is not a change so much as it is just I'm codifying and solidifying my plan, okay? So here's what I think makes sense for my channel. Mondays and Fridays in the morning, a major video, right? One of my premier long form videos where I go deep into talking about my topic, which is trying to spread cheer and optimism to a pessimistic world and help folks get out of the loud noise of the suburbs and into the quiet peace of the outdoors. So that'll be a Monday and a Friday morning video. Wednesday mornings, I'll release the replays, video replays from the previous week's live stream. So, for example, I'll cut up tonight's live stream into small segments and make those as separate standalone videos that can come out on their own next Wednesday morning. And of course, Wednesday night, we have the weekly live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern that we're doing right now. And then Monday through Saturday, I do shorts pretty much every hour. Shorts are just cut up slices, 30-second snippets of all my videos, basically every day from 8 in the morning till 10 p.m. There's a short coming out every week, or every hour, basically. And those are really more like little advertisement banners. They got a lot of reach. You'll get 800 to 1,000 views in a couple hours, and I've got plastered across the entire short. Watch the full video. Come check out the channel, stuff like that. So those shorts are kind of like advertisements to come watch the big main channel, right? Now, I had been thinking about moving my live stream to an hour earlier. I noticed in Lori's schedule, Lori's put together a schedule of all of the live streamers that we know, all of our friends. And I noticed that Rhonda has hers at this same hour. And I kind of don't like forcing people to choose between one and the two. So if I went an hour earlier, I wouldn't feel quite so rushed to be done by 9 p.m., an hour. But there's a huge downside to this, okay? I've been telling everybody it's 8 p.m. all over the place. Every single one of my videos encourages people to come here at 8 p.m. In fact, all the videos I made last weekend, I made 5 videos last Saturday walking out in the Everglades, and every single one of them I made a comment in the video that said, check out the live stream on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I've got like 3 or 4 more videos that are from the week before that'll be coming out in the next couple weeks. And they all say, join me at 8 p.m. And I've got like hundreds of those shorts floating around on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook and on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. And in all those places, I've got these little snippets saying, join me on the live stream Wednesday at 8 p.m. So I don't think I'm going to change it to an hour earlier. It'd be nice not to be conflicted with Rhonda, but I think it'd just be too much of a headache to try to find all those places where I've stated that it's at 8 p.m. Eastern and then like try and fix that or change that or something. So I guess it's not going to happen, Hey, Be Strong Like a Grizzly is here. Hello, ma'am. I was just talking about you. I spent a minute going through some of my comments on my recent videos, and you commented on a couple of my recent videos. So I was just talking about your channel and camping up in Alaska and dealing with the snow and roughing it. So I'm very glad to see you here, Mrs. Grizzly. You filled out the stickers questionnaire, but I didn't see a place for an address. Did I do it wrong, or do you email for it? I can make it easy on you, Perlman. There is a place in the form that says, where do you want me to send them? And that's where you would fill out your address. But you can just email me your address if you want to, and just tell me who you are. The email address is escapingthesuburbs, all together, @gmail.com. So just send me an email. Who's texting me at this hour? Oh, it's not texting. It's them messing with the drums. So let's see. You guys are talking about that Netflix thing a little bit. Okay, to clarify, I meant we have an amazing video coming out on Sunday. Planning, research, a few days worth of editing, lots that went into this. That's what I meant by Netflix production. Okay, so you mean Netflix quality production, Netflix level production. Got it. So you have a major long form, lots of effort video coming out Sunday. I think you said noon, right? So then in that case, if it's on your channel, of course I'll be watching it. We will all be watching that. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Right, exactly. But someday you might see us on Netflix. Who knows? You showed us your pet alligator on one of those videos. Yeah, that wouldn't be my pet, but definitely an alligator floating along in the creek, in the Everglades, in the pond. Kind of like a canal, really. Hi, Grizzly. Hi, Grizzly. Hi, you're not in Alaska. Wait, that's where I did the same thing. I said Alaska before, and you corrected me. You're not in Alaska. Where are you? Hold on a second. Don't tell me. Alaska, not Grizzly. Where are you then? Why do I always think you're in Alaska? It's not the first time I've made that mistake. All right, be strong like a grizzly. I give up. Where are you? You're going to have to tell me. Why did I get the idea that you're in Alaska? I don't like to conflict with others, but Tuesday at 8 works for me to my live, and I've been doing it for some time now. Yeah, Granny, everybody comes to know what time your live stream is going to be, and they know where to find you and when to find you. And you guys all know I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So, yeah, so that's fine. Well, look who's here in the chat is Sally D's Reality. I had a great time talking to you on the phone, on Zoom. We had a good time, didn't we, Sally? Nice hanging out in the morning, right before lunch there. That was really fun. I really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit. You guys think Sally's fun on the live stream? You should talk to her in real life in person because she is a pistol. Love her. Really? Nova Scotia. Same as Rob the Maritimer. Why didn't I know that, and why didn't I remember that? Are there grizzly bears in Nova Scotia? I wonder. There's grizzly bears definitely in the other parts of Canada. Why would there not be any in... Of course there are. There must be. Why would there not be grizzlies in Nova Scotia? There must be. Yeah. There's got to be. Hey, love. Hey, Sally. Mike and Sally are best friends, best buddies, by the way, if you didn't know. So what do you guys think? Does that schedule work for you? See any problems with that? See any problems that I'm missing? Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs had a great idea for those of you who live stream, and that's almost all of you, is to go back and look at your comments that you missed. She thought of this with Lori because Lori got pretty far behind in the comments and then got so late into her video overrun on time, which we don't mind if you run late, Lori. You can run late if you want to, but she got so late that she really didn't get a chance to ever get caught up in the comments. And Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs, who was watching with me then, said, you should go back and look at your comments after the fact and make notes of things you can talk about in your next live stream. Well, that's a great idea. You're never at a loss for things to talk about if you go back and look at your comments. Now, in order to do that, you have to enable live chat replay in your live stream. That's an option when you set up your live stream. Be sure you enable. There's a little checkbox, and especially if you're scheduling it ahead of time, like I schedule mine Tuesdays, basically during Rob's live stream at 1. That's when I set up and pre-schedule this live stream. But if you're not pre-scheduling it and you're just going live on the spur of it, be sure you check the box that says replay live comments so that later, after the fact, people, including yourself, can go back and rewatch it and look at the comments that you missed and make notes on what you want to talk about. So that's a good idea. Okay, let's see here. I know there's bears in Northwest Florida. There's also bears in Central Florida and down here in Southwest Florida. Many times on the motorcycle, I'd be out riding back in the old days across Central Florida and Southwestern Florida. And we'd see a sign, bear crossing. I've never seen a bear and I've never seen a Florida panther, but we saw signs for both of them all the time. I do have a little bit of a personality, don't I, ma'am? I am certainly blessed with a personality What's the opposite of a deficit? Surplus. I have a personality surplus. That's just a fancy way of saying annoying. I like my 6 p.m. Wednesday time slot because it gives me an hour before this live stream. Yeah, you got to have time for you to run out and get your Arby's, Daniel. Lori Soul Circle, the drone one. Man, I love channels that use drones. It's so cool. Okay, no grizzlies in Nova Scotia except you. You're the only one. Oh yeah, Granny was ahead of me. She already said it. Yep. And Sally's saying hi to everybody. Allie, you're pretty close to Granny in Fellsmere. You guys should get together for lunch sometime. That'd be pretty awesome. And Perlman is coming down next summer, and he's going to be fishing on the beach in the Daytona area. So maybe all of you guys could get together and have lunch or go fishing or something. That'd be pretty cool. You guys got black bears. Okay, what's the dangerous one? Black bears or brown bears? I mean, I know any bear's dangerous, but what's the really dangerous ones? Black bears or brown bears? You guys have black bears. You're not changing your lifetime. I did. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was thinking about changing it an hour earlier because there's a girl named Rhonda who has a live stream at the same time. But I don't think I'm going to do it. It'd be too much of a pain because I've been saying 8 p.m. way too many times all the time. All right. Hey, I have an idea. I want to show you something. Who here? Tell me, chat. Say yes in the chat if you know what Discord is. And I'm going to show you what it is. Because I'm running Discord right now on my computer, and I'm going to show you something because I have a modest proposal. A modest proposal. I thought it might be cool for us to hang out in a Discord server. Now, Discord is just yet another app that's a chat app and a talking app. So let me just show you, for example, I'm looking at the main friends screen, and you can see all my Discord friends here, people I've met over the years. And then on the left side, these buttons down the side are different communities. It's free to set up a community in Discord, and I've set one up. I've set plenty of them up, actually, in the past. I use them for all kinds of different things. But here's a VidIQ Discord server, for example, and you can see it's just a conversation. On the left side down here, there's channels, and the channels are different topics. And then here we have people commenting and answering each other and replying to each other and speaking to each other and talking, right? And lots of communities, especially a lot of YouTube communities, use Discord as a way to gather their friends and community together off of YouTube, because it would be terrible if we lost connection with each other because YouTube cut something off. You never know. YouTube could delete one of our channels, or it could delete the ability for people to leave comments on live streams, or YouTube could decide comments can only happen every 30 seconds or every 5 minutes or something like that. Where are you going, Kyle?
I want to see how loud it is from the other side of the window.
Oh, the drums?
Yeah.
You tell him he can't be playing drums at night. The neighbor's going to hear it.
Okay.
Logan. Drummers, I tell you. The worst drummers. Okay, and so, I was mentioning earlier when we were talking about Sally's hashtag core tribe, and we have this really amazing community and this awesome group of people who hang out here all the time. It'd be terrible if we lost connection because YouTube cut something off, right? And Catherine was talking in her live stream this morning about how she never thought YouTube would be a place to meet so many friends and make so many great connections with people. I had to laugh because I'm not surprised about it at all. Even though I've been sort of treating my YouTube channel as just a little fun little side hobby for 9 years, I've made some of my very best friends in my entire life through the YouTube channel. I can't even think how many, 10, 15 people I know who I would consider lifelong close friends who I met because they watched a video, they left a comment, I reached back to them, talked to them, we started chatting, and I have a Discord server with all my old buds and friends from the motorcycle days, and we just talk in there all the time. So I'm going to offer free membership. It doesn't cost anything to use Discord. It's free. I don't pay to use it. I don't pay to set up a server, and nobody has to pay to get on it. But I'm not going to talk about it in the main videos. I'm not going to put it in the comments. I'm not going to advertise it anywhere else, but only in the live streams. Are you guys leaving?
He's leaving.
You're leaving? Bye, Kyle. My kids' friends are hilarious. Gen Z. I told you guys in that video, I love Gen Z. They're awesome. But I'll host the Discord server if you guys are interested. I'm only going to talk about it in the live stream. And I'm not going to include it in any of the replays. But if you're in the chat and you're one of our core tribe, as Sally calls it, let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll reach out to you and tell you with a link. You just click it, and it takes you in a place in the web browser, and you just say, hey, give yourself a name, whatever you want to change your username. But I'll say a cool thing is I have already created a automated feature on this Discord. Look at this. In this channel, it's automatically scanning all the cool kids and telling us when one of the cool kids puts a new video up. So, look at this. It says, hey everyone, DG Outdoor Channels is going to be live soon. Hey everybody, DG Outdoor Channels is going to be live soon. Just because you talk about it. I think it'd be fun. Let me see, what am I missing? Okay. There's where I was when I see, and I said in the chat, tell me if you know what it is. And some people go yes, and some of you said nope. Some of you said yes, some of you said nope. Someone said no Discord, no clue. Hey, Big D's place is here. How's it going, Big D? Good to see you. Whitcombs knows what it is. Lori saying, hey, Big D, how's it going, everybody? Hey, what's up? Everybody see? It's a community. It's a tribe. It's a core tribe. Sally says, hashtag core tribe. Exactly. Exactly. You think my life is awesomeness? Well, thank you. You're too sweet. Thank you, Scott, for giving me credit for the core tribe. Thank you. Well, you invented it. It's your idea. I was thinking it'd be cool if we all, you know, in the tags where you put in your tags of your videos, you can put all the different tags and stuff. Why don't we put hashtag core tribe in all of our videos? And then if you search for those words on YouTube, everybody's videos will come up. It'll be, you know, it doesn't cost nothing to use a hashtag. And if we all put a core tribe hashtag in there, in our videos, then we're all part of the community. It's kind of like, it's almost like the video gamers who have their clans and they all get together and play video games together. But we're the encouraging core tribe. You know what I mean? Big D's places. Hey, Pilgrim. But everybody knows everybody, right? Great reminder. Yeah. I got a notification that it was freezing up and lagging. I'm sorry about that. I hope it's okay now. Buff City, not cool. Are you doing anything on the interwebs?
No.
Okay. I'm lagging a little bit. Cool. Well, if you're going to walk in front of the camera, you better say hi.
What if I don't?
What?
What if I don't?
What do you mean, what if you don't? You gonna. Say hi.
Hi.
Everybody check out Logan's live stream. Live. Every Sunday at 2 a.m. Not really.
Not really. Never. I can never live stream.
Yes, you could. Allie should be live streaming. Allie is the one who should be live streaming. You were so good on Daniel's live stream tonight. You had a great background, great lighting. You got your super cool mic clipped onto your shirt. Audio was awesome. You got a great personality. You look great. You should be live streaming once a week, Allie. For sure. Okay, it's returned to normal. It's good. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was glitching out. I asked the boy, are you downloading something over there? Because anyway, everybody's saying hi. That's good. Okay, so you guys think there's any value to the Discord thing? Any of you guys members of Discord? Any other Discord servers? CL, how was the 25th anniversary Lord of the Rings movie visit in the theaters? Because I haven't seen those movies in theaters. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Oh. I haven't seen those movies in theaters since they came out, like in 2002, 2003. And I bet it was awesome to see him in theaters again now. And CL showed a picture of her Lord of the Rings map on the wall, right? And I mean, as you can see, maybe you can't because I've got all my hats in front of it now, but that's one of my Lord of the Rings posters right there. And that is a reproduction of Thorin's map from The Hobbit. And I've got a Lord of the Rings map over there. And I got a Lord of the Rings map over there. And almost every book in the far right hand side is all Tolkien books. So where are you going? What are you doing? In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Man, what was it? My wife's dad used to say, "What do you think we're trying to air condition all of the town here?" I got to bring that saying back. Yeah, that's a good idea. Include the tribe's live date and time as a post. Yeah, Lori had the post, the YouTube post where she's cataloging everybody's times and everybody's live stream time, right? Very cool. Peter Jackson recorded a special message that played before the movie. That's pretty awesome. Wow, that'd be cool. That would be really neat. Typical kids. Exactly. Typical kids. Yeah, big Lord of the Rings fans here, especially the books. Just a heads up, I did change my store. This probably won't make any difference to any of you guys, but I went away from what I was using, which was Teespring, and where is it? And started using this other company called Fourth Wall. I learned about this from Nowhere Bound, a YouTube channel I really like with a Jeep, a camper, and a dog. Nowhere Bound, really great channel. And I saw that he was using this, and I thought, yeah, I kind of don't like Teespring, but the nice thing about it, is super easy. I showed Sally how to do this. It's really easy to create your logo on things like this. The prices are pretty darn cheap. And it even includes your latest videos at the bottom of your store automatically. It goes and plugs in your videos and shows them in there. So Fourth Wall, FOURTHWALL.com is super easy to make it. But even maybe the most important thing is it does integrate with the videos. So if you look at one of the videos, if you look on my channel, you'll see it shows the products at the bottom of your channel down there, your video. You do have to be in the partner program. I think you have to have 500 subscribers to get into that partner program, and then you can connect your store to your channel and show t-shirts and stuff like that. T-shirts and stickers and hats. And don't buy stickers on the store though, because I'll send you stickers for free. Let's see, what up. Have a shelf full of books in the special edition Trivial Pursuit game. That would be cool. I think you might have told me that. I think we had a talk about Tolkien once when I was doing a reading, and you told me you had that special edition Trivial Pursuit. That would be super cool. You have an awesome community here, ? Well, I'm going to answer your question mark and say, yes, I do. Yes, Allie, I did see Bobby died. I would love to hear that story, and that's the kind of thing you can tell on your live stream. I really liked him. I really liked the Grateful Dead. I was a really big fan of that band. Got into them about the time I think Touch of Grey came out when I was like 18, 19 or something, and that really exposed a lot of people to them because it was like their first music video and their first ever chart-topping song. But they're really known for their live music, and that's what I really got into in them, their live music. So, yeah, really sad to see him pass. It's funny, when Jerry Garcia died, Bobby was the one with the ponytail and the baby face and the skinny legs and the short shorts. And Bobby lived so long that by the time he died, he looked like Jerry Garcia. You know? I love Lord of the Rings, she says. They have a Hobbit hole rental cabin out here. you should come up and check out some of our woods. Up there in Pennsylvania, overlooking the Monongahela River. I would probably like that hobbit hole thing, you know? Yeah, this is true. It's weird to me that this is not normal. This should be normal. These are people. Y'all are just friends. That's why it's so easy to live stream and why I'm not nervous talking to you. How can I be nervous if I'm just sitting around talking to my buddies, you know? It's like you're sitting in the living room with me, except you can't talk back and I have to keep going to the chat to see what you say. But yeah, I know everybody's name, and except Grizzly for some reason thinking she's in Alaska. But last Saturday was fun. I went out to that Arthur R. Marshall Nature Wildlife Preserve in the Everglades. Daniel and Allie would and Perlman would absolutely love it. The fishing out there must be incredible. I think I got to learn how to fish because you walk along a levee with great fishing holes on the Everglades on both sides of you. There was fish jumping out of the water and just splashing like crazy left and right. And then you come to this lock, a dam with a weir. Speaking of Bobby Weir, there was a weir, which is where the water level goes down as it goes under the lock. You don't want to get sucked into a weir by a boat, right? Man, what an awesome place to go. I just went out for a walk and I recorded 5 walk and talk videos on 5 different subjects. It'd be super cool. It was a good time. And that's the place that I recently bought the 1 year, the annual pass so I can go there because it's like $10 to go there and park and walk around as a pedestrian. But I just bought the annual pass, which is like $20. So for the price of 2 visits now, I can go anytime I want, all the time, anytime. Yeah. This Dan, I publish my updates every Saturday. That's good. Lori is definitely the best. I was watching your video a little bit ago, and you were in my head, and I want you out of my head telling me about decluttering. You were dead on. It was like you were talking to me. I really needed it. Yeah, Lori's got some great videos lately, kind of zeroing in on that topic of decluttering, and also not just talking about it for the sake of making space in your house, but also evaluating and understanding why. This is such a great topic, Lori. Trying to understand why you collect clutter. What is it about your childhood or your upbringing or your relationships that cause people to want to hang on to things? Like I said in my comment to you, Lori, I think that's a great topic. And I can see how this would be very, very helpful to some people who struggle with hoarding or cluttering or just too much stuff or just hate throwing things away and asking, like, is there an unhealthy attachment, an unhealthy reason, or an unhealthy fear? Are you afraid of being in a period of lack, right? We talked about it a couple of weeks ago that fear is illegal. Fear is illegal for us. We do not fear. We are not creatures of fear, and we're not going to be people imprisoned in fear. And Lori's onto something. If people are hanging on to things because of a fear of the future or a fear of what they might lose or fear of offending somebody who gave them the gift, those are not good reasons to be hanging on to things, right? Lori, you should keep it up on that topic. I think you're striking gold with that topic right there. And don't be afraid to make another video on the same topic. You know, Rob the Maritimer talks about that sometimes. People think, well, I've already talked about that. I can't talk about that again. No, you can. How many videos has Rob made about making a video, making a channel? How many videos has Kevin Colby made talking about no matter what your age is, you can make a video, a channel? How many videos has old Mike made saying you're not too old? I don't know, hundreds? So don't feel like just because I've already made this point, I can't make another video making the same point. How many videos have I made where I say, you got this, and we're all going to make it and get out into nature and escape the suburbs? Like, I don't know, 100 so far? Don't be afraid to make another video about decluttering and decluttering your soul, because I think you're striking some gold on that topic, Lori. So if it's working and if you're getting a lot of feedback and resonance from people like Sally, and others, keep hitting that topic until you until you strike gold on what the next one is. Yep. Rest in peace, Bobby. I wish we could commit to a weekly slot for our lives to give you a time, Lori. However, with our healthcare schedules, we can't. They always change. Hey, you guys, young family with a baby traveling around, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I would think it'd be almost impossible for somebody in that current life situation to try to commit to a time. So I guess, you guys could probably say we would like to go live at this time on this day, but if we can't, we can't. And like have a date and time that's sort of your preferred weekly time when you're almost always free, and say, well, if we can make it, we'll do this time, but if we can't, we'll do it another time. That was not supposed to be a question mark. That's hilarious. That was supposed to be okay. So we'll take it that way. You have a great community! Exclamation point. I was kind of just giving you a hard time when I said question, read your question mark and answered it, because I had a feeling that wasn't a question. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Okay, yeah, I wanted to show you guys a VidIQ feature I found on the Hope tab. Let me show that to you real fast. Let's go over to Google Chrome. I have a feeling maybe the internet was struggling and stuttering because I was on Discord, and maybe I was trying to share something that was too animated or something, and it was reloading all those thumbnails, and maybe that's what glitched me out. So the VidIQ homepage, such as it is, you guys know VidIQ, right? It's a free service, but they've also got a paid service that you get extra features for and stuff like that. I've used the paid service in the past. I got away from it. I'm trying it again, but they have a new feature, and this is the main home page. First of all, it looks at your shorts, not your shorts you're wearing, but the shorts you've made, and it suggests these tags, and you can just click this button, Publish Tags, and it goes to your channel and puts those tags on your video for you. And it's got 3 of them right here, so I can hit this next button, and it's making us another suggestion on this one, and I can go to this one, and I can say Publish Tag. So I can say Publish Tag. So that's kind of cool and a pretty good feature, but that's not the feature I want to show you. So the next feature down here, it says Title Suggestions. And you can see currently I have a channel. Currently I have a short video with the title Write Your Future, Daily Affirmations for Success. And they're suggesting I write this down every single day. So they're saying that it has an 87 score for curiosity and searchability versus the one I wrote, which is Write Your Future, 53. And all I got to do is click this one button, and it applies the title on that video. So I'll just hit that button and let it go out to my channel and change the title. Why not? Can't hurt anything. It's just a short anyway, right? So I'll let it do that. And then look here, it's saying, let's see, Publish Tags. The new feature on this page, which I think is pretty cool, is a thumbnail enhancer. And that's what we're looking at here. Not the AI thumbnail generator that they had before, which I'm not a huge fan of their thumbnail generator, if I'm honest with you. I tried it out a little bit. In this page, it shows you some of the AI-generated thumbnails that it made for me in the past. Let a few more of them load. I'm not a huge fan of those. First of all, you can tell they're AI. It was a real pain to try to get them to use a consistent font. As you can see, it was only moderately successful. And none of them don't really look like me. They've got a guy in the ones at the bottom who kind of looks like me with glasses and a beard, but it's not me. So let's just forget about this automatic AI thumbnail generator. And instead, I want to focus on the enhancer, the thumbnail enhancer. So what we see on the left side here is a video I made 3 months ago called How to Clear Out Your Mental Clutter Fast. And on the left side, you can see my thumbnail that I made in Photoshop. But look at the one it's suggesting. I got to admit, it's better. The text pops out better, and it's enhanced the colors and it's enhanced the contrast. It's just a better thumbnail. It just is. And so I wish I could make this thing work on every single one of my thumbnails and go to town on them. But it doesn't. It just basically suggests like one a day. It'll go and suggest a video, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this button and say apply thumbnail, and it's going to go to my channel. It's going to change my existing thumbnail to this one here. So if anybody goes to my channel now, that 3-month-old video is going to have this sharper, clearer, more prettier thumbnail. Now let's see what this one is suggesting. There's not a really big difference. It looks to me like the big difference is it brightened my face a little bit, and it put the word $10 on top of this battery icon, which makes sense because the video title is How the Arthur R. Marshall Nature Preserve is Worth the $10. Well, I think it's a pretty good thumbnail compared to what I have, because if nothing else, my face is brighter. So I'm going to click Apply Thumbnail, and I'm going to click Publish Tags, and on this one I'm going to click Apply Title. So here's the thumbnail it fixed a minute ago. Let me scroll down and show you some of the other thumbnails I think that it found recently. It also shows you like outliers, videos in your similar topic that did better than average for their channel. So this person here, Stop Waiting, Start Becoming, One Day Live Event channel. This video did 16x their normal. This guy here, Never Give Up on Your Dreams. His video did 2 times as good as his normal channel videos. This one over here with the girl on it did 81 times the volume of their normal videos. And it's probably because it's got the girl on it. But if I scroll down, we should see, here we go. So look, I had made this thumbnail, and it suggested this thumbnail. And I said, oh, heck yeah, that's much better. It just popped. And then let's scroll down. Here's one where I made a thumbnail look like this. All it did on this one really is brighten the colors, and it put a black line around the text to make it stand out better. So I said, heck yeah, do it. So that's a pretty cool feature. You can try out VidIQ for a month for only $1, which is a pretty good deal if you want to try this. And I did sign up to be a VidIQ affiliate. So if you want to try it out, click the link in the description of this live stream or in the description of my most recent video. Scroll through the description. You'll see a link in there that says VidIQ / Escaping the Suburbs or something like that. All right, I'll go look at it right now. Let's find my more recent video that we were looking at and go into the description. And down at the bottom, I use VidIQ every day to make my videos better. Use my code to try it out for free. Get a discount if you try it, you decide you like it. VidIQ.com / and then my name, Scott Auld. So that's the thing. If you guys want to try that thumbnail enhancer, that was pretty cool. I'll just drop that link straight in the chat if anybody wants to try it. I think it's free to try it out. And then your first month that you pay for is $1 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is, but it's a good deal. It's pretty cool. AI thinks you're a rabbi. Yeah, it looks at my beard and says, you must be a rabbi. Exactly. Let me scroll back a little bit and see what I missed on the chat. Let me scroll back. Lori's my inspiration. She's coming to Pittsburgh to work out my problems of my decluttering. Right, Lori? You volunteered, right? Right, Lori? Right? Yeah. Fear is a liar. Absolutely true. What's that song? Is it Ain't No Grave that sings Fear is a Liar or something like that? That's a good song. I have 4 more episodes in this series. Awesome. That is good news. I am super glad to hear that. Good job. Don't give up on that. You made a funny video about fear. That's cool. Lori is wonderful. This is the Lori Appreciation Society. I'll be there, Sally. Sure you will. I'm a fan of wisdom. Lori has that experience dealing with not just the clutter in your house, but clutter in your soul. That is true. Fear is a liar. Traveling Whitcombs, do you do impromptu lives? Yeah, that's what they do. Impromptu Wisconsin lives. And if you watch their live stream long enough, you get a glimpse of baby Charlotte on camera. And that makes the entire live stream worth it because she's an angel. When I came across Lori's channel, I was like, everybody needs to hear what she has to say. She's amazing. 100%, sir. Just give us an idea of when you'll be live. Well, listen, why don't you go to their channel, subscribe, and turn on notifications and click all so you get notified. Yeah, put that on the schedule. Good idea. You and Daniel do Wednesday. Ali G would work well at 6 before Granny at 8 on Tuesdays. Yep, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Allie, is Lori your mom? she's everybody's YouTube mom. She's everybody's YouTube mom and aunt and sister. I kind of think of Lori as my YouTube sister. Try to schedule lives a couple days before. Yeah, that's what you got to do, right? You got to go in and click the go live button, but then instead of going live right now, you click schedule a live and then set it up for a day or two in the future, and click on enable live replay so you can see the live chat replay later. Enjoyed your video today, Lori. Definitely. Well, we all did. I have never been notified. YouTube never notifies me. Well, the thing is, the only way you're going to get notified, because they used to email you and stuff, but they don't like to do that anymore. What they really do now is, let me find a good place to show you, is let me go to, where's that video link I had? Yeah, here. Okay, where's my button? Here we go. It's just going to be under the bell up here. Is the only place you're going to see. The only place you're going to see notifications, right? So, like, I got notified when Lori went live. I also get notified when people make comments. Here's Creek Seeker Fishing, our new friend that we made friends with on Daniel's live stream today. Here's a comment from Masteries. But if I scroll down, like, for example, I got notification here. Joe Robinette uploaded Winter Camping Alone in a Blizzard. Do you guys know Joe Robinette? Nice kid. Very troubled soul. He's got a lot of personal issues in his life that he's very open about, addictions and stuff like that. He was a camping YouTuber who was pretty popular camping YouTuber, and then he went on that TV show Alone, where they drop people in the woods by themselves, and whoever lasts the longest without tapping out wins. And Joe Robinette was on that show, and he was doing really good. He was keeping his spirits up, and he was pretty good on the show. And then he lost his fire-starting striker, his ferrule rod, dropped it in the, they even show it on the camera. They saw where he dropped it, and he dropped it and lost it in the leaves, and so he had to tap out because he couldn't make fire, couldn't make heat. But his channel blew up, and millions and millions of views, millions of subscribers, tons of money. I'm talking buy a house money. But the success, I don't know if all of us can handle it, None of us know how well we would be able to handle extreme financial success until it happens. And they say that, a ton of the people who win lotteries are broke in a year. So we talked about this on a recent live stream. Maybe it was on Lori's. Like, what if your channel blew up tomorrow and you suddenly had 1 million people, 1 million subscribers? Like, the way that you're treating your community today, the way you're treating your subscribers today, is how you'll treat them when you got 1 million of them or 100,000. Look at Rob the Maritimer. He's going to break through 100,000 subscribers, like, probably within the month, I would think. I think he's only 3,000 away, probably 2,000 away by now. And he knows all our names. Lori, he says hi to you, and he says Daniel. He sees DG Outdoors channel, and he knows that's Daniel. And he sees Escaping the Suburbs and knows it's Scott, and he does that with all these people. So the way we treat the people we have now like, God trusts us with the little things to see how we'll handle the big things. And how we treat our small community is how we would treat a big community. And poor Joe Robinette there, man. It just didn't work out great for him, but I still watch his videos, and he's trying to get back on his feet and get his feet under him again. Super nice kid, nice wife, beautiful babies. beautiful home. I love his outdoor camping, but he had a couple of dogs die on him that were part of his channel, and then he lost his brother, and just tragedy. Let's see if there's anything I want to. I was gonna do a review of these hiking boots with you guys. What time is it? It's already 9:15. Maybe I'll have to do that another time. Maybe I'll talk about the hiking boots another time because it's already 20 after 9 now. What am I saying? So I'll skip the boot review and all that. We'll talk about it. Maybe I'll do a separate live stream sometime during the week, during the day or something, an unannounced live stream just to talk about the hiking boots that I wear. They're waterproof. They're lightweight. They're made of pigskin. They're, I wouldn't say they're breathable because I bought the waterproof pair. When you buy something that's waterproof, you either get waterproof or you get breathable. They lie to you and tell you they're both, but my belief is there's nothing in the world that's both waterproof and breathable. You get one or the other. Let's take one last chance to get caught up on the chat and see if there's anything I'm missing. Okay. Yay, thank you, Grizzly. This series is very dear to my heart. Yeah, we can tell that, Lori. We can tell the way you talk about it, how important that is to you, which is why it's such a good topic for you. Lori, this may be a dumb question, but when you hit the subscribe button, do you hit all that will notify you? And he's asking you that because you said you don't get notifications. So when you subscribe to somebody, then click on the bell. And after you click the bell, you got to look at what the bell set because YouTube only sets you to some notifications by default. So when you subscribe to somebody and you click the bell to notify, you then got to go back and click the button again and say all. And say, I want to see all. I think I could show that to you. Why don't we, just for fun and giggles, look for a random, let's just go to my home screen and see what videos does it suggest to me. And I'll go subscribe to somebody that I haven't subscribed to somebody before. Here's Sally's live stream from 4 hours ago. This is a weather guy. He's a fun live streamer. Ryan Hall does a lot of weather live streaming, but I've already subscribed to him. I'm going to show you the button if I can find somebody I'm not subscribed to. Okay, here we go. Wichita Lineman, how to play this on piano. Let's pull this up. And I'm not subscribed to him, so I'm going to hit this subscribe button. Boink! And now it's got the bell, so I'm going to pull this down. See how it says the default is personalized? That means YouTube personalized for me what they think I want to see. But they don't know anything. YouTube, okay, they do. They know what I want to see. They're actually very good. But I'm going to click all. And now I got all notifications for this guy who I'm not really going to stay subscribed to because I'm just doing this as an example. But I'm going to just click that and now I'll just unsubscribe. So I'm not resubscribed. But that's my example. You got to click the bell and you got to click it and then choose all. Otherwise, it doesn't really stick. And as we're speaking, Metz just walked in the room. And Metz is Lori's name for Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs. Hi, honey. Welcome home. Metz is back. That's your new nickname because that's what Lori says you're called now. Because I said Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs and she calls you Metz. So welcome home. Lori, Logan put drums in his house, in his room. There's a drum set in his bedroom. Just letting you know. Everybody on the live stream knows. You should know. I figure if the entire internet knows. All right, let's get caught up because it's now 23 minutes after 9 o'clock. So it's getting late. And I'm just trying to break Lori's record for how long she live streamed. Okay, Sally says, Scott, how do you know so much? Oh, yeah, you told me. I have to play around with everything to learn it. I'm so intimidated by technology. Well, listen here. Technology ain't nothing to be afraid of. It's just a bunch of wires and electricity and code. And you can't break it. Or if you do break it, then you showed it who's boss. So don't be afraid to get in and play with stuff. That's the only way you learn. And if you think you broke it, really you just are still figuring out things. But just get in and play with it. You're not going to hurt anything. but I also worked in IT, or still do work in IT. I still work for a big old company. I got a day job. He's doing all right. Scott's like a Yoda. Yep. Mike, I don't know. I think I just hit the subscribe. I think. Well, now you know what to do. Cover your mouth over subscribe. He means cover your mouse over subscribe, and it'll give you options to their channel. Yep. Cover your mouth. That's so funny. Yeah, that didn't come out right. That's really funny. I didn't proofread that one. That's really funny. Grizzly, who is in Nova Scotia, says, Mike, yes, hit the all if you want to be notified when they put out a new video. Yep, we just talked about that. Yep. I like the green battery. It draws the eye. Yeah, I like that. I put that in a few of my videos because one of my videos did super good with that battery on it, so I put a few of them on there. Whenever I talked about draining your mental battery, I put that battery icon on. So will you subscribe to it? We get free lessons from you on how to use it. Sure, why not? Sure. I tried VidIQ, but I don't think it's worth the money. Yeah, once you get past the initial free month or $1 a month or whatever it is, they want something like $16 a month. Now they've added this enhancement kind of thing, and I've been using it to gauge titles and try. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth the money. I don't know. Hey, y'all are so nice. If you're going to fill up the chat, listen, if you're going to fill up the chat with all these compliments all the time, I'm just going to keep on putting them on screen. You know what I mean? Scott, you really helped me by guiding me through everything yesterday on the chat we had together. Well, that was the whole point. I wanted to show you what I have learned to do. You bring so many people together. That's the idea, Sally. We are trying to build a like-minded community of people who encourage each other, are optimistic, who don't rain on each other, and don't shower the world with gloom and doom. I'm trying to give you some praise since Lori's getting it all here. Well, listen, if you're going to say nice things about me, you can just keep it up. Not that Lori doesn't deserve it, but it is your channel, so Scott, you are the bomb. You remember that season of Alone? Oh, boy, I used to love that show, Alone. What channel was it on? Was it on Discovery? Or what was the channel that used to play Alone? It's pretty cool. I remember one time they had this guy from Georgia on, and he stayed out there for like 3 months or something. He was just not coming home for nothing. He won. Yeah, you like that show too. All of us folks who like being out in the woods and out in the Great Escape, the green spaces, it figures we would all like that show. I would love to be on Alone, but my work would never let me off for that amount of time. Yeah, you got to be willing to be gone for like up to 6 months, right? We'll see how Rob has time to respond to all the comments. He's awesome. Yeah. Did you notice in this week's live stream yesterday, he seemed to be making a concerted effort to keep up with the chat and stay on top of it and answer as many things as possible. I think that was really great. You don't have that kind of memory? Talking about the memory to be able to know people's names? I don't know, Mike. I think you might. You might be surprised. I bet you know everybody's name in this chat, which is a lot of people, right? How many people do we got on here right now? I wonder. We've had 53 people drop in, you guys. Oh, my gravy. Does it tell me? Oh, my goodness. We have had a ton of chat. 53 people is pretty good, though. Yeah. 53 people have dropped in and said, hey, hey, hey. Boy, this thing is really far behind. I must have paused it. Let's pause this thing. There we go. That thing is so far behind. All right, I keep saying I'm going to get caught up on the chat, and I need to do it. Okay, I forgot to tell you, I'll be going live for the ice storm that's going to hit the Tennessee. That's a great idea. When? Tyler, when are you going to go live? Because that storm is coming Thursday, Friday, right? So as long as you don't lose power and you don't lose your internet, I guess you could live stream from your phone as long as you got cellular connection. You know, we had a hurricane here once, and we had cell service for a good 2 days after the power went out. And then the cell towers were on battery backups, but eventually the batteries died. and the generators ran out of gas. So at about day 3, cell service stopped working. So hopefully you don't lose power that long. Yeah, it's my second time going live. I hope I don't mess it up. Tell us when it's gonna be, Tyler. It'll be great. Yes, it will. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Yes, it will. I don't want to be a boring host. Listen, you have to be willing to be boring. It's okay to be boring. Not to pick on Daniel, but Daniel's first live stream, he kept getting distracted by the comments and he couldn't keep his train of thought going. But look how great he is now. And the only way to do that is by go ahead and get past the awkward stage. Be awkward. Don't worry about it. Embrace it. Enjoy the embarrassment. Every time you let yourself get embarrassed or encourage yourself to get embarrassed, you inoculate yourself against embarrassment. So be boring, and then you won't be boring. And be embarrassed, and then you won't be embarrassed. And be awkward, and then you won't be awkward. And run out of things to say, and then in the future you won't run out of things to say. That's all I got to say about that. But tell us when it's going to be. All right, see you later, homeschool time, aka Army Medic, which is the only name you've given us, which is what we will be calling you. All right, Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, you'll use your phone. That's a good idea. Just make sure it's charged up. Make sure you got ways to recharge your stuff ahead of time. I don't need to tell you how to prepare for an ice storm in Tennessee, but you're the outdoor Tennessean, so I won't tell you. But make sure you got a way to keep your phone charged if you lose power. All right, everybody. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about before I sign off and tell you all good night? Because I don't have anything else to speak about or talk about, and it is 9:30. I made an hour and a half, you guys. Not bad. Pretty good. And the only thing we didn't get to was the hiking boot review. But I will be telling you all about them. These are the highest ankle boots that this company makes. This is the Gore-Tex lined waterproof version with the big extra thick lugs. And, you know, they look kind of rough. They don't look all shiny and new because I wear them every single time I go out because they're legit. So I'll talk to you guys about those on another live stream. I'll do a separate one to do a review of those things. So pretty cool. All right. Well, listen, hey, everybody have an awesome night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Those of you in the way of the ice storm, hunker down and be safe. My hair's getting stuck in my beard. One of the videos I put out when I was walking around in the Everglades over there, my hair like got caught in my beard. So I did the whole video like that. This was like, I can't do it. Now I can't make it happen. But there was like one strand. I didn't know, but it was like stuck in my beard. So I did the whole video like this. Oh, well, too bad. I'm not doing it over. It's just the way it goes. It's pretty funny. All right, those of you who are not in the way of the ice, I hope you have an awesome week. Care for you guys very much. You're all super awesome. Don't forget, we're all going to make it. You got this. Get out into the green spaces. Get away from the loud noise of the city or the suburbs or whatever's weighing down on your mind, and go find yourself a green, quiet space to walk around in for a half hour and see what it does for your peace and mental health, because you'll feel great. And I will see you guys. I'll see you next week, right? See you next Wednesday. Sounds good. Good night.